Hi, welcome back. We're going to put this transmission in. So what I got to do is put the torque converter in. I just refilled it with ATF because I drained it because it burnt out the clutches, so the ATF was contaminated. So I'm going to put this on there. You push it on. You want, I want to say 3 clicks. And then I've got a wrench here that I'm going to put across to hold the torque converter in because I'm going to be jockeying this thing around to get it up onto the transmission lift using a jack and some blocks. So I'm going to hold the torque converter in with this 9/16 Craftsman, of course. I didn't have any Pittsburgh ones. There's one. There's the other one. There's the third one. 3 clicks. That's exactly what we wanted. And we don't want it to come back out, which is why we're going to use this wrench. And you know what? I'm going to use a longer one. That's where I want it. Trying to be mindful of having to take this back out when I get this in the car or truck. It is a pickup. We're going to get that tight. I like it. Snug enough. I'm going to move you over to the other side. So what I'm going to do is jack probably the back, put a block under the pan, then go to the front, jack it up, put a block on. And I'm just going to try and work this up where I can fit the transmission jack in. When you've done this 3 times, your friends don't really want to come over. Oh, come on. All right. That's where I want it. Well, I might as well see if I can get another block in. So the reason I'm putting this strap so low is you can't get this out when it's up against the truck. The one that came on this, it's even bigger, and it's up, the ratchet is up here. So once you get it up in the air, you can't get it back out unless you cut it. But it also gets in the way when you're trying to push this thing up. So that should work there. So the next thing I'm going to do is get this up a little bit and hook up the transmission cooler lines. This is my least favorite part of installing a transmission. They never want to thread in. And then when they don't, and you force it, you end up stripping it. I just put this in the wrong... No, I didn't. Never mind. We're all good. Don't get all worked up. Well, you were in there before. Why don't you just go right back in there? See, that just doesn't like to... This is the crappy one. Well, now it's not. Did we do it? I'm happy. Yes. Now we got the transmission resting on the flex plate. That's good. Straight up, now tell me. You know, as Paula Abdul would say. Man, she's hot. Even still. Just stay in there. Why was this so easy the last 2 times? Well, that's all I have to do. No, stay over there. I just want the front over. So this side's got to come up. That side's got to go down. I love putting my hand in pinch points. Love it. Well, let's see what that did. Stay. Okay. I'm gonna keep this handy. Huh? Yeah. Let's see if we can get a bolt in there. Thought we had a thing going. Oh boy. This transmission jack is a piece of crap. They're supposed to just put them in. That seemed like it did something. I think we're, oh my gosh. I don't know. No. We were just... So we got one bolt in, which isn't great. No, stay there. Well, that isn't going to work. Ah, you piece of... I didn't mean to say that, but I did. What'd you do this morning? Nothing. I don't know why I'm thinking this is going to work. Because it didn't do anything. Let's try this again. Well, now it's... Everybody stay. It didn't stay. Oh no. Well, if you're watching this part, that was a battle. It's bolted in. The tail end there was a little dicey, but it's in. The next big task is going to be putting the dipstick tube in that I should have put in before I lifted the transmission up. That shouldn't be too difficult. Still got to tighten up the bell housing bolts, tighten up bolt up the torque converter, and then we'll have a wire harness soon, the TCI. And thanks for watching.